Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or you're coming back, we're gonna do a classic read today. I've been away for a couple of days, so yeah, let's see what's going on with those twins. And of course, always we'll have one secret question that we'll find out as we go along, and at the end we'll get messages for the twins of how they're feeling towards each other. And I'm gonna start with an oracle deck, and today it's the Enchanted Map Oracle. So the first card I'm gonna pull is gonna be for Divine Feminines. Let's see what we have. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're ready for the weekend. We also have the 10/10 portal coming up. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do for it, but I have a feeling it's gonna be a strong one, so I should do something. So yeah, we'll see. It's probably gonna be a separate video, TBD what it's gonna be like, but it's gonna be good. So Feminine's card, the rock bottom card. Yes, this is the card. Today I'm not gonna go to the book because I want to move this reading swiftly, but this is basically the part where it's like a 10 of Swords card in a way, right? So it's asking you to acknowledge that you are at the rock bottom. Can be in the practical physical form, can be emotionally, take it how it resonates, right? But you are there for a reason. You've been put there for a reason. It's not a failure, it's not a punishment, it's nothing like that. Our life kind of goes through its ups and downs, right? And the downs are needed to re-baseline, to re-structure, to refocus, right? To capture the lessons that you've learned in this cycle, to be able to go on and use it to the best ability, right? To build something new, something exciting, right? So yeah, and I know it sounds a little cheesy to say that, you know, it can get worse from here, you can only go up, which is what the message is in the book basically. But it's more about, and I see it here especially with this, it's rock bottom, but it's also dependent on how you look at it. It can be like a wall, like a brick wall, right? But it's there, that secluded space is there for you. It's almost like a hiding place in a good way. Sometimes we need that, right? For you to get away and have a thought. What's next? How do you want to plan your next steps, right? Or what are you excited about? What's inspiring for you? Can you find inspiration in this situation? And what is it? Okay, card for the masculines. Oh, it's solitude again. We keep getting this for the masculines. Another solitude card from a different deck. Says the same thing. That speaks of something. So it's continuation of that hermit mode where the masculines are figuring out what they are gonna do, right? It's a little different from what we just saw with rock bottom. Because rock bottom, because it's more extreme, it's pushing to kind of acknowledge what hasn't worked, what got you there, right? But also see what you want to do different. The solitude is a little bit more about, okay, I need to leave the distractions aside and see how I can, like, what is important? What are my priorities? What do I actually want to do? What are my needs, right? We just had that full moon in Aries that's actually triggered this push towards solitude and figuring out what are my needs, right? It's a little bit different mood, but the idea is the same, and I like that it has the moon here too. The idea is to bring change, right? To figure out what's really important and walk towards that rather than what seems important on paper, what other people are telling you to do. Okay, my main deck is gonna be the Sophia Charles deck today. We'll get cards for the current energies, the additional questions, answers, and feelings towards each other. I decided to give my Hermit Tarot cards a break and do a little bit more with regular tarot, which I think works pretty well. Because those messages, it just seems like it's a little easier because a lot of them already have an actual message on the card, but it's not, because it's still about interpreting the current energies with accordance to what is on the card. So, you know, apples and oranges. Bottom of the deck, again, 10 of Wands. Yeah, so oppression is felt by both twins, just in a different way. The general idea is, I can't go on like this anymore. Something has to change. It's just that each twin is coming to that realization in a little bit different way. And the good part is that you get a fresh start of something else. Okay, let's see. Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, working on a new plan, putting in the work to bring something better into the space. So feminines, you got the Justice card with Two of Wands in reverse. Yes, this is balancing out, like the options on the table, or like in order to make a choice on what's next, there needs to be more grounding and balance. Also some karma is coming around. So in that energy that we saw with the rock bottom, if legit there were other people, places, circumstances that got you into a specific negative scenario, that's coming around, and you're gonna get rewarded for, you know, the pain and suffering that you've endured, that you've been through. Also, if other people were involved and they wronged you, they are gonna get their portion of karma, the other side of it, right? So that's gonna bring a lot more balance, because it's one thing that emotionally we feel like we've been treated unfairly, but excuse me, but energetically, it's actually an energetic process, you know, where this balance has been created. So it's being brought back in whichever way it is supposed to, because energy doesn't care whose fault is it, or whether somebody meant it or not, or if people had the best intentions, right? It's about frequency and vibration. This balance has been created, it's going to be put back into balance. Somebody took more, somebody gave more, right? That is coming around now. For masculines, we have victory, which is 6 of Wands, clarified by Queen of Wands. So they're actually seeing how the current circumstances and where they are something to be grateful for, something to feel blessed about, right? Like they haven't really, and this has a divine feminine here on the background. So something that they've either directly experienced with the feminine, they are now they're appreciative of it, right? Like what we had together, what we've been through, they see the value, right? Or something that feminine has done, it could be completely unrelated to DM, has shown DMs the value, certain value in their life, of how far they've come or what they've been doing, you know, because this is the celebration card, you know, this is that part of like, wow, this is so cool, right? And it's a little bit strange with this one, with the solitude, but sometimes that's what we need. Again, that's another part of that insight and awakening, right? To something that, wow, it's been in front of my eyes all along and I haven't noticed. This is great, right? Or I didn't realize that I was actually happy here. Wow, right? Like this is that acknowledgement, let's just say, of accomplishments or of growth that has happened. Something is showing the masculines the growth. Additional question, we have the universe, which is the world card, clarified by Page of Pentacles. So another card of cycles coming around and closing, right? So what are the twins learning about kindness and equal give and take? For feminines, we have sweetness and death. Death is another recurring motif in the recent readings, right? So there is a change, like, and swiftness actually just underlines even the word itself, although it's 8 of Wands, right? But in this deck, the author chose to call it this way, right? There is a lightning here, right? It's fast. So there is a lot of transformation in that space. And the feminine is seen through that transformation, how kindness can or should be expressed, right? Like what kind of behavior is kind and isn't. And we all know that, of course, it's all relative, but again, energy-wise, its kindness is also a reflection of love, right? It's still either love or fear, right? And it's taken the feminine to a different level of seeing, that sometimes it may look negative on the surface, but it was an act of kindness in the core of it. And sometimes completely the other way around, that it may seem like somebody was trying to do a good thing, but in the core of it, it wasn't. Or it wasn't done for a good reason. So yeah, there is like this quick shift and understanding. Also understanding how to find sources of kindness or motivation to be kind at times when you've been done wrong or you're just in a rock bottom place yourself, and it's hard to find that kindness oftentimes, right? But this is like showing you ways or tools how to find it, how to stay compassionate, kind, and loving in that space. For the masculines, we have Queen of Swords clarified by 9 of Swords. Yeah, so some truth is coming around about their behavior, where it has or hasn't been kind, right? So this is like the moment of like, okay, I see the bigger picture now of where I got that wrong, right? Or where that, was not the right way to behave, right? Or that person seemed like a friend, but actually they weren't, right? So it's kind of like, on the one hand, it's certain liberation. I like the Queen of Swords in this deck because it's a lot softer energy that we would normally expect, right? So this is like this, okay, let's take a look at this energy. But also there is anxiety, there is stress underneath because of all this information that's coming about, right? Because of where the illusion lied before, and now like it's coming to the surface, and masculines realize that because they had it drawn from their own experience, they've been doing, like, they've been how do I put this? They've been assessing the situations wrong in their life from what other people were doing, and they've been reacting in their own way as well, right? Like there is like a chain reaction to it. Okay, feelings towards each other, feminines to masculines. 3 of Pentacles clarified by 9 of Cups. Yeah, so there is a wish of collaboration, of helping each other heal more than anything, right? And building on it, building something positive, something where the talents and the experience of each can be used to something bigger and better, to create something great, right? So there is this healthy energy of like, wow, we all have such a unique set of skills and gifts and experiences that together we can make something wonderful happen, including we can help each other heal through our scenarios, through our wounds. Masculines to feminines, balance and 3 of Cups. Yeah, so masculines are finding those priorities, like I was saying at the beginning, right? So this is like a closing comment that complements that card and that energy, right? They're finding what's important, what's the focus, right? They want it to be happy time. They want to spend energy on something that brings joy and happiness, rather than just something that is a routine or something they feel obligated to do because somebody told them to, or like it's their personal feeling of obligation, right? So yeah, they're finding this. So how does it relate to the feminine? So they're basically saying, obviously, they need more balance in their life first, right? But they understand through this canvas of the dynamic between the twins They understand that they need to bring more of that joy and happiness in their life. And somehow the feminine is mirroring that to them, whether directly or just by watching what they do in their life, in their space, how they tackle it, right? Somehow there is this understanding that they need to find more sources of joy, happiness in their life, right? And focus more of their energy into what brings them joy, rather than what brings, I don't know, titles, money, or just a quick gratification without any long-term happiness. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all. I missed you all. Weekend is coming. I'm gonna publish the rest of my horoscopes for October. I'll try to do all of them today. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, watch the other channel, Mindful Bamboo. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you again very, very soon.